Happy Tuesday. It is Tip Tuesday, and I am going to talk to you about 3 super simple tips for guaranteed success in network marketing. But before I get started, I just want to say hello, see how everybody is doing this Tuesday. I am excited to bring to you some 3 simple tips. Hello, Jessica, how are you? If you do not know who I am Jennifer Stroman, and I absolutely love anything magical, unicorns, glitter, sparkles, you name it, I love it. And I am also known as #GlitterCEO. So that's a little about me. Let's get into 3 super simple tips for guaranteed success in network marketing. These are actually pretty simple. They're really easy. And the problem that we have is that we forget to do these 3 simple steps. So if you're ready to listen to what I have to say, throw me up some hearts. Let me know that you are excited about this. If you are catching the replay, comment replay below. And as you hop in, let me know that you are here. But if you're ready, let me see some hearts. Let me see if you're ready for these 3 super simple tips. And I just said it, but I have to preface that these are super simple. We just don't do them all the time. So let's get into number 1. You ready? Okay, number 1, you've got to have a good attitude. You got to have a good attitude. Like, that's a no-brainer, right? Like, you have to be positive. You've got to come at this experience in a positive light. You've got to come at it with motivation. You've got to be able to be self-motivated. If you are not self-motivated, if you aren't positive, you need to start working on yourself. Do some self-development. Get yourself going because you need to be positive. You've got to be the glass half full kind of person. You can't be a glass half empty kind of gal, okay? Anybody understand what I'm saying? Drop me number 1 if you get it. Like, let's not be the half empty, right? Let's be the half full. Actually, why don't you drop a wine emoji below? Like, we want our glasses full, right? We want a full glass. Yes, you've got to have the passion. You have got to, hey Tina, you have got to be ready to go at this with that good attitude. You've got to be able to be very open to whatever's going to come your way. So with life, there's obstacles every day. There's something happening every day. There's tragedy happening every day. And if we focus on the negative, if we focus on what has happened, we're going to dwell. We're going to sulk. We're never going to get past it, right? We're never going to be able to have a happy life or be successful at all if you're dwelling on all that negativity. Stop. Like, I don't even like turning on the news. My husband usually tells me what's going on because it's all negative, right? Like, if you hear me and you totally get this, drop me a number 2. Like, it is negative Nancy all over the television. Don't watch the television. It's always negative. So you've got to be positive. You've got to stay in that positive light, okay? I know that's super simple, but people forget that. You've got to be coachable. If you can't, yes, no drama llamas, no drama zone, no drama llamas. If you want to be successful, work on yourself. Get some positivity in your life. Work on self-development. Focus on what is going to fill your cup so that you can have your glass full, your wine glass full. We got to make sure that we are being coachable as well. So coachable and being positive kind of go hand in hand. If you are coachable, you are willing to hear what they have to say, you're positive about it, and you take that in, okay? So let's go on to tip number 2. Are you ready for tip number 2? Throw me up some hearts. Number 2, exposure. Exposure. Show more people your product or service. Get it out there. The exposure is another easy, simple step to being successful. Here's one of those that we forget about though. Maybe we're having a bad day. So we have a bad day, so we don't want to post on social media, or we don't want to talk to the stranger that's helping us with our groceries or with us buying shoes. And we don't want to do it because we're having a bad day. Well, you know what's going to turn that bad day around? Having the exposure. Because the activity is how you become successful. So if you're exposing it to people, you're gonna have a good day. If you get that, drop me a number 3, throw me some happy faces up too. But you've got to be able to expose whatever your product or service is to people on a regular basis, and sometimes way more than you usually do. Like, you've got to be out there constantly. And I will tell you that on a day that you are having just a down day, if you are positive, and then you're actually exposing whatever that product or service is, it makes you feel better, especially if you get bites, if you get prospects, if you get maybe the person who is selling you a purse and you're talking to them about your product or service and they are intrigued. It makes you feel good, right? I mean, throw me up some hearts. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you feel good when you are exposing whatever your product or service is to people, and it makes them feel good. So when you're doing that, you are actually going to create that success you need. You've got to push through no matter what. So the exposure is huge. The results are going to come from the activity. So what are you doing to be successful? How many people are you exposing every day? It's a good question. Number 3, this is super simple too, but we always forget, never quit. Hello, Elizabeth, how are you? Never quit. Look, I've been in this industry, in and out of this industry for 18 years. It is tough. Some of it is very competitive. Some is very ugly. Some is just, you know, you can get down. You can have things happen within your organization. You can have drama. You got the drama llamas. You can have things happen in your organization that will tear you down. Quitting is not an option. Yes, Jessica, quitting is not an option. Now, here's the difference though. I will say that sometimes people say, oh, well, they feel bad about themselves and they feel like they failed because maybe they quit one company or quit one product or service to go to another. You're not quitting, so don't think of it as quitting. Like, you didn't fail because you quit something that you're not passionate about anymore. So please don't compare the two and don't confuse the two, because quitting is not an option means you don't quit trying to be better. Maybe you are not passionate about something anymore and you're going on to something that's more beneficial for you or your family. Do it. That does not mean that you are a failure. That actually means that you are being better for yourself. You're being more successful. You are bettering your family and your circumstances. So don't ever confuse those two. So what I mean by not quitting is not quitting your journey, not quitting your path to success, your path to freedom, whatever that freedom may be, time freedom, financial freedom, whatever it is. Don't quit your journey. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, throw me up some hands. Yes, it makes sense. We're going to face those hardships. We're going to face those things that are just awful. I've seen so many things happen. You've seen companies fall apart. You've seen organizations fall apart. You've seen the he said, she said. Maybe your spouse is not supportive. That's a huge one. I've seen it time and time again. Maybe your family's not supportive. That's 99.99999% of us, right? We don't have family or friends that are supportive of us. Unfortunately, the ones that are closest to us are not supportive of us. But if you let them get in your head and you quit, you will never, ever find the freedom that you're looking for. So do not quit. Keep going. So if you stick to these 3 simple steps, I know that they're easy. I know that they're simple, but people don't do them. If you stick to these, you are guaranteed success in this industry. Network marketing, direct sales, any kind of, even small business. If you stick with it, you're going to be successful. Are you positive? Are you exposing your product or service? Are you continuing on and not quitting? That if you continue to work towards all of the transitions that you go through and you go through this journey, there, for me, there's the rainbow at the end of the tunnel with the unicorns and the glitter and sparkles. Like, you've got to keep going, because at the end, you find the freedom. You find the success that you wanted. And I don't know how long it's going to take you. I honestly don't. And throw me some unicorns, rainbows, sparkles, glitter, because at the end, you're going to get to the gold mine. And for me, it's the glitters and rainbows and unicorns. And, you know, you can throw the little money bag. That's whenever you get to your freedom. That's whenever you are finding your success. I don't know if it's going to take you a year, a week, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I don't know how long it's going to take you, because I don't know your journey. And we can't compare our journey with anybody else's. So yours may take longer. You may not be building as fast as you like. You may not be going where you need to be right now, but you will get there if you follow these 3 simple tips. So if you found any value in this message, please hit the share button. Please subscribe. Make sure you're following me so you can catch my other lives. And y'all have an amazing Tuesday, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye.